Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here again, taking a whole stack of source material, breaking it down, and giving you those key insights you need.
Yep, getting you up to speed quickly.
And today, we are tackling something huge. Maybe the biggest hurdle, really, for getting truly fluent in another language.
Ah, the internal translator, that little voice.
Exactly. That voice in your head that just insists on running everything through your native language first. It's exhausting, right?
Totally exhausting, and it really holds you back. So our mission today, shutting that voice down.
Permanently disrupting it. We're digging into some stuff from the Beacon English podcast today. It's a language program, very practical, and it focuses exactly on this, changing those mental habits to get you speaking more naturally, more, flow.
That's the goal, isn't it? Speaking English with confidence, maybe even some joy, and just sounding, well, natural. Not like you're doing mental gymnastics with every sentence.
Right. Because the challenge right now for so many learners is that pause, that little hesitation where everything gets checked against the home language before it comes out.
Like passing through customs in your own brain.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah.
So our mission for this deep dive is pretty clear. We want to give you a shortcut to feeling free in the language.
Getting to that point where your brain just flows. No more getting stuck translating word by painful word.
We want to completely dismantle that translator, take it offline.
And it's interesting because while almost everyone does it, not many people really think about the cost, the mental energy it takes.
Absolutely. It's not just about speaking slowly, is it? It's like this huge tax on your brain power.
It really is. When you're consciously translating, you're digging into what psychologists call declarative memory. That's for facts, rules, stuff you have to consciously recall.
And that's the slow part of the brain, relatively speaking.
Right. It uses a ton of cognitive resources. But fluency, that feeling of flow, that lives in procedural memory.
The how-to memory, like riding a bike.
Exactly like riding a bike or playing piano. Skills, habits, that stuff is fast. It's automatic.
And you can't get there. You can't make that shift if your native language is always acting as the gatekeeper.
Impossible. It blocks the path to automaticity.
I definitely remember this from learning French. And, oh boy, the Japanese too. That loop was my biggest frustration. I'd try to build the perfect sentence in English first.
Checking all the grammar.
Then translate every little bit, the verb tense, the noun, the adjective. Ugh. It didn't just make me slow. I'd get genuinely tired halfway through a conversation. Like decision fatigue.
That fatigue is such a key signal. It means your brain is working way too hard, doing conscious construction instead of just reacting.
Conversation should be reaction, not construction. I like that.
You need to react instantly. You can't be building a complicated machine from scratch every single time you want to say something.
Okay, let's use that example from the source material, the breakfast one. It really highlights the trap.
Yeah, the what did you eat for breakfast question. Simple enough, right?
Seems simple. But if you're stuck in translation mode, your brain goes through this whole multi-step process.
Minimum 3 steps, usually, and they all take energy.
Step 1, hear the English, immediately translate it into your native language just to understand it fully.
Step 2, formulate the answer, but in your native language first, like yo comí huevos or whatever it is for you.
Then, only then, step 3, translate that native answer back into English before you actually say it.
So you're consciously thinking, okay, in my language, that's I ate eggs, right? I ate eggs.
It's this whole elaborate dance. So inefficient.
Absolutely. And the moment you stop that cycle, the moment you can skip those steps, the benefits are huge.
Right. Less mental drain. Obviously, you speak faster.
Way faster. And you sound so much more natural.
And the confidence that must skyrocket because you're just responding, not calculating.
It's a real feeling of psychological freedom when that translation habit finally breaks. You stop being a linguistic accountant.
A calculator.
Yeah, and you become just a communicator.
Okay, so if that's the problem state, the translation trap, what's the goal? What does it actually mean to think in English? Especially when your first language has been dominant for so long.
Well, we define thinking in English as that state where the English words, the phrases, they just appear automatically. They're directly linked to the idea or the feeling or the image.
No middleman. No native word chaperone.
Exactly. It's a direct connection. You see something, you feel something, you think something, and the English is just there.
So it's not just swapping words. It's like building a completely new, faster highway in your brain that bypasses the old, slow translation road.
Precisely. You know Hebb's law in neuroscience? Neurons that fire together wire together.
Right. Strengthen the connections.
Every single time you link an English word directly to what you see or feel, you make that new connection stronger. Eventually, it becomes the brain's preferred route.
So the apple example. If you see an apple,
Your brain shouldn't first think manzana or palm or whatever, and then find the word apple.
the image, the redness, the crunch, all that sensory stuff should directly connect to the sound apple.
Yes, they become synonymous, deeply linked.
So the cognitive process shifts. It goes from analysis and translation to immediate visualization and association.
You're actively connecting feelings, pictures, and English sounds right there in your mind. And this is so important because language, especially when you're starting, is tied so closely to what you can immediately see, hear, touch, taste, smell.
Okay, let's try that exercise the source suggests. To actually start building these new connections right now for everyone listening, focus on visualizing, not translating. Really activate your senses.
Ready? When we say the English word, try hard not to let your native word pop up. Just see it, picture it, feel it.
Okay, first word, apple. By phosphors, see the color, the shape, imagine biting into it, the crispness. Hold that image.
Next, rain. Pause fours, hear it hitting the window. Feel the cool air, see the wet streets.
Coffee, pause fours, smell it brewing. Feel the warm mug in your hands. Imagine that first hot sip.
Friend. Pause fours. Picture a specific friend's face. Remember their laugh. Feel that sense of ease you have with them.
Smile. Pause fours, actually feel your own mouth turning up at the corners. That little lift, that feeling of lightness.
Okay, how did that feel? If you manage to visualize those things without your native word jumping in first, well done. That's it. That's thinking directly in English.
That's the direct, visceral connection we're aiming for.
And this has to go beyond just objects. It needs to connect to how you feel physically, emotionally, too. The source calls it physicalizing the language.
Anchoring the language to our physical self.
Yes, and this is maybe even more powerful because feelings are universal. Think about I'm tired instead of translating that feeling.
You just connect the feeling itself, the heavy shoulders, maybe wanting to rub your eyes, that general draggy feeling.
Connect that sensation directly to the English phrase, I'm tired.
The source even suggests doing the physical action, right? Like actually yawning while you say, I'm tired.
Yeah.
If you really are.
Exactly. That immediate pairing, physical state, emotion, English sound that builds a super fast reflex.
Okay, but what about something a bit more complex, like frustration? That's not just one simple feeling like being tired.
That's a great question. Frustration often feels like a mix, doesn't it? Impatience, maybe some anger bubbling up, feeling blocked.
Yeah, maybe a tightness in your chest or stomach.
Right. So to anchor, I'm frustrated with this, you find your physical anchor point. Is it that knot in your stomach? Is it tapping your fingers really fast? Is it feeling hot?
I see. So when you feel that specific physical thing.
You instantly say or think the English phrase.
Yeah.
You're anchoring the tension itself to the phrase, bypassing analysis, bypassing translation.
Okay, so the takeaway here is constant vigilance almost. The next time you see something, feel something.
A stop sign, feeling pleased about finishing a task, wanting to check your phone.
Name it. Instantly. In English, don't give your native language a chance to jump in.
That sets the stage perfectly. So we've got the theory, the sensory side. Now, how do we actually do this? The Beacon material gives 3 really practical steps to build this English brain.
Right. Step 1. This one tackles that anxiety about sounding, too simple. It's focus on short, simple phrases, ruthlessly.
Yeah, we learners get obsessed with fancy grammar, don't we? Conditional clauses, perfect tenses.
I think that's what fluency means.
But if you actually listen to how people talk day to day, maybe 80% of it is simple stuff, necessary stuff. You don't start by mastering, the past perfect continuous.
Start with the absolute essentials.
Exactly. The program gives 4 core examples, things you need to repeat until they're completely automatic, like breathing.
I'm hungry.
It's sunny.
I like tea.
I'm ready.
Think of these not even as sentences, but as single units, like pre-programmed commands.
If you drill these kinds of high-frequency phrases daily, always linking them to the feeling or the observation, your brain gets the message. It learns it doesn't need to translate them anymore.
They become automatic, procedural.
Step 2 follows directly from the visualization we practiced. Prioritize sensory input. Use pictures, use feelings instead of your native words.
Okay, let's use I like tea again. How does that work with sensory input?
So when the I like tea thought comes up for someone thinking directly in English, it doesn't trigger the word for tea in their native language.
Right.
Instead, it instantly triggers the smell of the tea, the warmth of the cup, maybe the specific taste, that cozy feeling.
Ah, so that whole sensory package.
And that whole cluster of sensations connects directly to the English sound tea.
The source calls that connection powerful.
Because it is. It makes the phrase real, rooted in your actual experience, not just some abstract symbol you translated. If you skip mapping it to your senses, English words just stay like dot code, abstract. Anchor them to reality and they become tangible.
Makes sense. And step 3, this sounds like the one that needs consistent effort. Embrace self-talk. The internal narrator.
Yes, this is how you create immersion even when you're totally alone. You have to talk to yourself. Out loud is great if you can, but even silently in your head works.
Just constantly narrating what's happening.
Constantly. Narrate your immediate reality in English. You're forcing those English pathways to stay active.
Okay.
You're basically looking at your life through an English lens all the time.
So simple stuff like, I'm walking, I'm cooking, I'm waiting.
Exactly. Just observing and naming.
And the source says add emotion, right? Make it less robotic.
Absolutely. Inject feeling, wow, the sun is warm today, I'm walking pretty fast. Or, oh, I'm so hungry, where's that bus? Or, okay, I'm excited to start this project.
The more context and feeling, the stronger the connections get.
Definitely. And the key here isn't doing it for hours. It's doing it consistently.
Even 5 minutes a day, they say.
Yeah, 5 minutes every single day makes a huge difference. It's about building the habit, the constant connection, not about perfection right away.
It sounds like this self-talk is really the bridge. It takes English from being a subject you study to a tool you actually use to think about your day.
Exactly. It internalizes the language, makes it part of your consciousness.
Okay, that's the how-to. But we all know it's not always smooth sailing. What are the big mistakes people make that drag them back into the translation trap?
Ah, yes, the pitfalls. The source highlights 3 main ones. Mistake number 1 is the one we started with, basically. Keeping that translation traffic jam going.
Still trying to translate every single word,
Yeah.
even in short, common phrases.
Exactly. Instead of treating I want water as one single unit triggered by thirst, they're still mentally translating I then want, then water from their native language every single time.
It's just sticking with that inefficient middleman.
Think about the time and energy wasted. If you're a Spanish speaker thinking yo quiero agua and then building I want water, it's totally redundant if you say that phrase often.
The whole point is to train your brain to skip that step, jump straight to the English unit.
If you know you'll use I want water frequently, you need to memorize it as one solid block tied directly to feeling thirsty. One file in your brain, not 3 that need assembling.
Got it. Mistake number 2, grammar paralysis. Oh, I know this one well.
We all do. It's when you freeze because you're desperately trying to get the grammar perfect instead of just communicating.
That internal debate. Wait, should I use past simple, present perfect? Was it I went or I have gone or I was going?
And while you're debating, the moment passes, the conversation moves on, or you just get frustrated and give up.
So the solution is what? Just say something.
Pretty much. Radically simple. Say the closest, shortest version of your thought, even if the grammar isn't perfect. Did you get your meaning across?
Yeah. Did they understand the core message?
If yes, then you succeeded. Communication for perfection later, maybe much later.
Okay. And the third mistake. This one sounds like the most dangerous for motivation, the fear of mistakes.
This one can really shut people down. We need to keep saying it.
Right.
Mistakes are not failures. They are proof you're learning. They're essential.
They're like growth metrics.
Exactly. If you're always speaking perfectly, chances are you're stuck in your comfort zone, only using language you already know inside out. You're not stretching.
It really does take courage to be imperfect in a new language. I remember with Japanese, I'd been translating like crazy all day. My brain was fried, trying to talk to a friend about dinner, and I just gave up on the complex Japanese sentence structure. I just said the words in English order. Something like, sushi I ate today with friend. Totally wrong grammar.
But did they understand?
Perfectly. Because the key info sushi, ate, friend was there. I prioritized connection over construction. Big relief.
In your story about ordering coffee in Spanish, translating so slowly that the barista kindly suggested just using English.
Yeah, that was humbling.
But it shows the friction. Your effort was visible, and it was actually slowing things down. When we stop translating, even if we make mistakes, we actually start communicating.
Flaws and all.
Flaws and all. So the shift is focus on simple thoughts, Speak with courage and try really hard not to judge yourself for every little error. They're part of the process.
Okay, theory, mindset, common mistakes. Now let's get really practical with techniques to build those instant English reflexes.
Right, let's go back to that mini-scene narration idea. It's like structured self-talk, applying the principles immediately.
Visualizing your life moment by moment and narrating it only in English. No native language allowed.
Okay.
Let's expand beyond just the morning.
Okay, morning routine first, but really focus on the senses. Waking up, I wake up, room is dark.
Stretching maybe. I feel sleepy, need coffee.
Walk into the bathroom, brush my teeth, water feels cold.
Making coffee, make coffee. Smell that. Smells good. Cup is hot.
Then the feeling. Take a sip. Ah, smile. Feel ready now. See? Simple, direct, sensory.
Now let's take it outside. The commute. Different inputs.
Stepping outside. It's chilly today. Put on your jacket.
Waiting for the bus. Waiting for the bus. Lots of people here feeling impatient.
Seeing things. Red car goes by. Sun is bright. Check my phone.
The whole sequence. Just English words in your head. Life narrated in English. No translation. Mapping your whole day onto the target language.
Sight, sounds, feelings, actions, all directly into English.
Another key technique. Shadowing and rhythm training. This sounds like it hits multiple things at once.
It does. It trains your mouth muscles, your brain's processing speed, and crucially, the sound and rhythm, the prosody of English.
Shadowing is repeating immediately, right? Listen to a native speaker, instantly repeat, trying to match everything.
Exactly. Rhythm, intonation, speed, it builds the muscle memory for actually producing the sounds and flow of English naturally so you don't sound robotic.
It's about getting the music of the language. English stress patterns, pauses.
Yeah.
They're different. Shadowing trains your mouth to do it automatically.
Let's try those rapid-fire examples again. The goal is rhythm. Repeat these quickly. Feel the cadence.
I wake up. I feel sleepy. I brush my teeth. I make coffee. I go to work.
Yeah. That speed is key. It forces you to grab the whole phrase as one unit, not piece it together. You speak before you can overthink. Linguistic muscle memory.
Okay, final technique. The mini quiz. This is about building reflexes under simulated pressure.
Yep, testing that direct English pathway we've been building. The goal isn't perfect grammar here, it's speed. Instant reaction, no translation detour.
All right, let's try it. 5 seconds to react in English. Situation 1. You bump into a friend unexpectedly in a busy cafe. What's your instant reaction? Pause threes.
Should be something automatic, right? Hey, how are you? Or, oh wow, good to see you.
Programmed, polite, fast. A reflex.
Situation 2, you accidentally drop your phone, that immediate visceral sound. Pause threes.
Oh no, oops. Maybe something stronger. It's just an exclamation, not a sentence you construct.
Yep.
Emotional reflex.
Okay, situation 3. Someone gives you a really nice gift you weren't expecting. Instant gratitude and surprise. Pause threes. Wow, thank you. Oh, that's so nice of you. I love it. Again, brain goes straight to the English phrase linked to that feeling. Building reflexes, not running translations.
That really shows how mastery works, doesn't it? Repeated, focused, immediate use of common language tied directly to experience.
That's exactly it.
Okay, wow. We've covered a lot today, from understanding that translation trap to getting really concrete steps based on how our brains actually learn. Let's try to boil this down. 5 key pillars for everyone listening.
Pillar 1. Stop translating word by word. Treat common phrases as single units tied to feelings or situations.
Pillar 2. Start with short, simple phrases. Master the basics of daily life first. Repeat, repeat, repeat.
Pillar 3. Picture the meaning. Use your senses, images, feelings, smells, sounds to anchor English directly to reality, not to a translation.
Pillar 4. Talk to yourself in English every day. Narrate your life chores, commute, feelings. Be your own English commentator.
And Pillar 5, maybe the most important. Make mistakes, and then smile and keep going. Mistakes mean you're growing. They show courage.
You're literally building a new English brain, one automatic thought at a time. Every time you choose that direct English path, instead of translating, you're strengthening that new connection.
Making it faster, stronger.
Which brings us to our deep dive challenge. Okay, here it is, directly to you listening. Today, commit to just 5 minutes. 5 solid minutes of pure English self-talk.
No internal debating or translating, just active, present tense narration. Describe what you see, what you feel, what you're doing. Simple, present tense English.
And maybe, as you do it, try to catch yourself having one thought that you didn't go through translation, just one victory like that.
Because really, this whole process, it's about more than just vocabulary or grammar, isn't it? It's about being present in the language.
Yeah. The deeper implication seems to be the more you shift your internal narrative, your thoughts, your reflexes
Yeah.
into English.
The more you actually start to live in English. You go from being a student of the language
To being an inhabitant of the language.
You absolutely can do this. Keep practicing, keep smiling through the mistakes, and keep thinking in English.
We'll see you next time for the next deep dive.